Hello there. Welcome to Alex's lesson on linear plot development. Now, linear plot development means telling a story in an orderly fashion or chronological order. If you didn't know, there's also such thing as nonlinear plot development, where the story is not told in order. Often, the characters of nonlinear plot developed stories can have flashbacks of previous times in their life. This can appear in books and in movies. In this photo, a man is remembering all of his old friends and wondering how he became so lonely. Now, to discover why he became lonely, we can represent this whole scenario in a nonlinear way. And the reason for that is, he's having a flashback, previous time in their life. Now, there are 5 key components to linear plot development: the exposition, rising action, climax, and the falling action and resolution. And here's a visual representation of linear plot development. Now, what do they mean? Now, the exposition is the start of the story, also introducing the characters and the setting. The rising action is a series of conflicts that lead to the climax of the story. The climax is the most intense part of the story, or shocking. Think of the graph I showed you earlier. The climax is at the top, like the peak of a mountain. Now, the falling action is a series of events that quickly lead to the resolution. Now, the resolution is where the main problem or conflict of the book is solved. Now, let's take a look at how linear plot development was used in The Maze Runner. And The Maze Runner is put together in a linear way. The Maze Runner begins with Thomas, the main character, in a dark, cold room. That is, an elevator. He arrives in the glade where he meets some of the other important characters. That was the exposition, because the author's introducing the characters and the setting. One pressing matter that stays throughout the whole rising action: how did the gladers escape from the maze, and why were they put in the maze in the first place? And at the end of the book, you're supplied some answers as of why they're in the maze in the first place. The whole point of the maze was to see who is fit enough to cross the Scorch, which is the Andes. And the whole reason they needed to cross the Scorch was to find a cure for what they call wicked, which was caused by sun flares that struck the earth and turned people into savages. Now, that concludes my lesson on linear plot development. Hope you learned something. Have a good day.